What up, peeps? Fox and Oxen Gaming here. Right where we left off in the last video. We are on our quest to deep secrets of the earth. Aloy explores the ancient ruins beneath the citadel and unravels the unbelievable truth of Project Zero Dawn. That's what we are on our way to try to do. Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get into it.
Stopping the Outlanders from taking their payment and betraying us.
Never would have thought Ethan capable of abandoning.
Alright, here we go. Oh, let me call for him.
The best goods here.
I was trying to call for my
pass up these
beast,
goods.
but he didn't. He can't go past the city walls. I will go to you. Get rid of some crap that I got. What you doing, buddy? My cat's going crazy. Keeps like spacing around. And then scratching himself, licking himself. And then doing it all over again. What's wrong with you? Stop it. You're making me itch. Scratching my ear. Urgh. It's like when you yawn. There's somebody else around you end up yawning too. You itch, make somebody else itch. Or if somebody goes to scratch your back and your back doesn't itch at all, and then all of a sudden you need your back scratched really well because all of a sudden it's itchy. It's weird as shit, right? Well, look at these. I have 109. Let's get rid of a lot of them. And we'll get rid of all 50 of those, so we get rid of 59 so far. 60, 61. Oh, we gotta get rid of more stuff so we have an even number here. Let's see. There we go. Oh. One of those. My cat keeps looking at me. He thinks I'm talking to him. But I'm not. I love you, babies. I love you. My little Lynx Jaguar. Alright. This kitty makes me feel like I'm allergic to itchy to everything now. Stop scratching. Itchy and scratchy cat. Meow. There he goes, scratching himself again. Wow, you're really freaking itchy. What's wrong with you, buddy? It's from sleeping in all this heat. That's why. Heat, meaning hot outside, not heat like heat. Oh, it's spy. Nope. Yep, by them. I might blow one of those. Okay. Let's make sure Or it's all set up with everything there. Oh. There we go. For some reason I don't have the materials to build them. I've never had that problem really, like the whole game, but just recently, the past few videos, when I wanted ammo for my weapons, I couldn't just put it together with what I found. And I could definitely do this, so but it would take a while. I'm about to just do it this way. Don't need any of this stuff apparently. Okay. Take my treasure box though. And I'll take one of those. Alright.
Just because he failed to kill the Sun King doesn't mean he's any less guilty.
No.
Hey.
Look, where am I?
Fine goods for a fair price.
Let's see if they were talking anything about me, which I'm sure they were. Whoa, here's the sun ring where the old king, the ex-king, would have people murdered, like Deval's wife and daughter. That's why I got a feel for that guy.
Stay off my focus.
If the eclipse catches you here, then you'll be lucky if you survive long enough to wind up in that ring.
Whoa. Oh, he just killed everybody down there. Nope, still two left. 83. How do I?
Now we get to see if your attack on their focus network was entirely successful.
What are you
Let's
talking
see.
about?
Success. Welcome to the Citadel, Eloy. I'll check back with you in a moment. In the meantime,
If you want to hear about today's bounties, head for the throne room. You're not going to make any shards by standing out here.
The sun seems to have been kind to you.
I'll take the shards, even if it means having to listen to Bahamas.
I hear the shadow.
What are you waiting around for, Outlander? Bounties are announced inside.
Okay. Here we go. Let's see what happens.
By the glory of the sun revealed. Behold, radiant Edaman, the one true Sun King, the light in shadow, whose will is light and whose light is law.
I command Lucius Bahavas to speak in my behalf.
By the will of radiant Edaman does the sun glare down mercilessly upon the traitor Uthid. To the hunter who brings his head to us shall go a bounty of 500 shards.
More prisoners than royalty, don't you think? Love your hair.
She's trying to get some.
You and I need to chat, little huntress. The green tent down in Shadowside. I'll be waiting.
Kinda busy.
We both know you're no killer for hire. Uthid is innocent. So come see me while there's still time to save him.
so the way in I spoke of is right behind you.
You've got to be kidding.
Not at all. And you needn't worry about the Kestrels. They'll be too busy acting important to pay attention to you.
First time in the Citadel, gotta see the sun ring from on high.
The Kestrels.
Ah, they want us to see this, boy.
The balustrade.
Quite an impression.
It's a short drop from there.
She's trying to get Aloy some Aloy ass. Well, I'm seeing. I think I know what to do. Okay. How the... I guess. Ah! Okay, it didn't work. That's our little white patchy spot on top of the rock, so I figured I could just jump up there. But that did not work. Let's see.
The balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
See?
Want us to see this, boy. It makes quite an
See? Why?
Other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused.
I can't even get over there. I'm stuck.
If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that
Oh my god, I'm stuck.
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Oh, here we go. How do we get in the vent? It makes no sense. How would I get into this vent? Break through here? Oh, here we go. Here we go. So falling down there was the right way. I thought I had to go up.
Lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan.
Sorry, bite my nail.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabet Sobeth here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Sure.
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
Uh-oh.
I underestimated. So by now,
The hell?
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
And just kill everybody that comes down here. Craziness. Yeah, I forgot what. Remember he said just before we started this?
Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Okay. Anyway, I was trying to say is, like he just said before I actually entered the built thing to come down through the vent, I should have made sure I had everything completed that I want to complete it, and all my weapons and everything all boosted up and ready to go. Luckily, I did get my arrows and my bombs and stuff set up and ready to go, but besides that, I wasn't really paying attention. I heard him say that, but the only side mission I didn't get is, the armory, which I wanted to open because I still needed 2 more batteries. It took me forever to find the ones that I did find. But, and the collectibles, but like I said, there was only 13 collectibles left I need to find. So once we beat this, if it still allows us to do that, I will do that afterwards. It was taking so long on videos, recording like hours at a time. Just I could have had half the videos I recorded just to if I hadn't gone after those collectibles. So the only ones I started getting recently were the ones that were in my path and my way, instead of going out of my way to get them. Anyway, if we have a chance, we'll do the rest of them later. Here we go. Lounge staff from to admin. Subject another incident. This is quests data point. This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We appreciate that Zero Dawn is immensely complicated project, but as a staff who serve on the front line, we're tired of being neglected. As we have already requested, we need humans translators, fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, in dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are responsibly calm and well behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. Okay. What else do we have highlighted here? Side, Trader's Bounty. Well, we can't do that now. It's not important, but I would have still liked to have that done. That's one thing I want to complete before the collectibles, all of my side missions, which there's only one apparently that I haven't finished just now, that or the Ancient Armory, but I found so many of those battery packs, had like, I think 3 in total, and now after doing that, I need 2 more. But originally all you needed was 2, and then it went through more doors that you need 3 more, and I found 1, so there's 2 I was missing. Alright. Wait, what? I only have 2 points. Alright. Anything else in here? Up here's one. From reception staff to admin. We'll probably get a decent story of what happened down here from reading these. The reception staff continues to require additional support managing 20 candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened and confused, some are highly agitated. These are not the sort of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators. The Lang bots are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for the extreme cases, and any and all support would be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these mails, because they've obviously emailed him multiple times, or her, and nobody's responded.
Keep that.
Whoa, I was trying to get the... I did get it.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Sure, snacks and stuff. Cool. Huh. Anything else in here? Here we go. I need to do something else. From lounge staff to admin, restock or else. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varieties, I'm going to lose it. Please respond. And this time, no tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes. Yes? Okay. Here's this one. Alright. From lounge staff to admin, soundproofing. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by candidates waiting their turn in the lounge. Just a thought. Scaring enough candidates, apparently. What? Who's over here first? Okay, sorry about that. Just doing something for a moment. My bad. That doing something for a moment was pretty much me dazing out. I apologize. Whoa, what was that? Nope, nothing. Okay, we got these right here. Oh yeah, the door.
Viewing room 1 for an important message.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Okay. Let's see what this is.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super weapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. Here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere.
Damn.
Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabet Sobeth to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
Oh, snap. Would they use like genetic code blood to create new babies after everything was
didn't
destroyed?
cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
They created little clone babies off people's DNA, like Elizabet Sobeth's. For her. That's probably what happened. All different races and everything.
They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out!
Oh
If
shit,
it moves,
these guys.
kill it!
What is this place?
Two? Meeting with Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor.
Oh, tell me.
About it, after all these years. The red zone spread the imaging slowly, so slowly like a hand opens his fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow. It was a catastrophic failure. Zone is a blip.
Oh man, she's getting my ass.
The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. We can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Got him.
Primitive stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
Let's see, I'm trying to check them all out, but these idiots keep fighting me. Alright. For a debriefing after presentation 1, candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they have received. It is important to be aware that the candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this fact calmly but clearly and firmly. Familiarize yourself with data on this catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm. Addendum B1. An unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures, so that you can counter candidates' objections in depth. If a candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information, allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts of self-harm. Candidates should only be cleared to provide the presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note: real-time support will be available via your focus. Security and medical crisis teams are data corrupted. Alright. Let's see what the next one is. There was 2 more, right? Oh yeah, here's one.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we could negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
Still don't know what they exactly did. I guess we'll find out. What are these little paths for? Huh. We'll get stuck. Oh wow, they're all over the place, huh? Kinda cool. Isn't where it just was? Yeah, it is. Ah, it just went from this room to that room? Okay, let's see where the other one goes then. They're here. Oops.
Look,
let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since 57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
She's like, you're wrong. I'm getting off right now. And she did. Busted nut up in his butt. Oh my goodness, you dirty slut. What's these? Wow.
You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Okay. Next one.
Want to discuss?
Oof. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeith was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag.
Alright, one
How'd
more.
you finger me?
Oh,
I believe Dr.
Finger
Sobeth
me, he
listed you as
said.
an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Priority
Always
snatch.
suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
Wow. Nutcase. Let's see about this one.
It is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them?
Not just people. All organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor. Please.
Okay.
Tell him Tom Pate wants a word. Now, get off!
What's coming
Get
down?
off!
happened?
Please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Okay, let's see what's up here.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Oops, hold on.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things? I know that there's already a lot to take in. In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm? The Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right.
Damn.
I am an art historian.
Taking
I know
forever for
Dutch
this.
masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. No, that can't be right. I am an art historian.
Oh, Jesus.
I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
You done? Finally. Fuck's sake.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Let's see what this is. Whoa, okay. Didn't know if I had to
You've
come
heard
over
the
here or
bad
not.
news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself
Oh, they had people
will
sitting
cease to
in
exist.
chairs to watch this way
But doesn't
past.
have to be the end. What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Got me sold. I don't know who wouldn't. agree with that. I think everybody would agree with that. It's just something you could attempt to do.
Destroyed. But then... remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabet did this. For life. For us. But... why Hades, then? If it was part of Gaia, how'd it end up in the wreckage of a pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And... Apollo... the Archive of Knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Alright. Sorry, I was dazing out waiting for something else to happen. Damn, a lot of time went by just because of the chatting the whole time. There's another one. I'm stuck. There's 2 more. Alright. Oh, nope, here we go. You're now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn, classified for above top secret. As such, we regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. You'll be precipitation. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You will be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of your project, you and your immediate family or 2 persons of your choosing will be transferred to Elysium, Shield habitat, to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline the precipitation Project Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You will be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible. But you will not be permitted to contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to fire plague is inevitable when the Zero Dawn facilities. Abandoned detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. Medical euthanasia. The information you have just received will understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would defer to end your life at this point. Pain-free. I'm falling asleep reading this, sorry. Pain-free medical euthanasia available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may opt for participation or confinement. Please notify your counselor when you're ready to make your choice, or if you have further questions. Sorry, yeah, I'm actually falling asleep doing this right now. It's been a talking episode. But this stuff does tell you quite a bit what they're going after. Feds. Debriefing presentation 2. Vitally important candidates choose a participation Project Zero Dawn voluntary and knowingly without additional coercion and without value judgment on the part of counselor. Confirm for candidates that they were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishments. Emphasize that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase the project's chances of success. Frame participation in Zero Dawn is an opportunity to respond actively in face of an overwhelming threat. Candidates may question the fairness of the selection, validate each objections as normal, even admirable responses. Emphasize the value of candidates' expertise to the future, not just humanity, but terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans and those of loved ones beyond 0 day. Validate their hesitation. Acknowledge that while the reward of Elysium is not fair, and will be earned. If possible, redirect their ethical misgivings towards greater commitment to the project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Sobeth's presentation as many times as they wish and allow access to supplemental articles GO1 through P20. Allow them to suspend the interview to fully process this documentation. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It is important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of the 48-hour waiting period during which counselors will be available to discuss their decision. Emphasize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent when the procedure is scheduled to take place. No one will be euthanized against her or his own will. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed that they have 48 hours to reverse their decision, after which their decision then corrupted. Sorry. Freaking really passing out here, waiting for all this, lots of talking going on, but it is explaining everything for us, which is good.
Save these for the trail.
Intruder!
Okay,
Get her!
Where?
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Oh my god, there's so many. I'm trying not to die, but
For the radiant!
I'm trying to use a fire thing. I can't find it. There it is.
To destroy
Oh,
the
stuck.
unstoppable.
I'm stuck.
Something broke. Back.
You dead. That works pretty good against them. Should have done that in the first place. Collect everything first, then I'll go all these data things again.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Not yet. Let's collect everything first and read all those things. There you go. Nope, that's a thing. Mushrooms.
Never know when I might need these.
There's one.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural to be called an abomination
Extinction
back
wouldn't
home,
be
and you
natural
know
either
it.
because it's machines that
That's
did it,
why you're
because
hiding it.
machines that we built.
Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's
It wouldn't be
munching the
natural.
inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Okay. Next one, where is it? There it is.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sobeth? Christina Sobeth?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Okay. Is there any more? Before we go any further, let's just see. There's one.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what I damaged. I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobeth, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half
Sitting here falling asleep or biting my nails, one or the other while listening to this.
It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
Okay, that's it. That one. Okay, this one.
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobeth's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry.
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Okay.
See to make sure I behave this time?
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobeth is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What are you...
You don't... Get your hands off me!
Okay. That's that. Alright. What's this? Nice. Stranded with shackles. It's just in there. Okay, this way. Checked all them out. Checked all these ones out here, right? Or this way. These ones too, right? Just want to be sure I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, these are the guys who took out. I'm gonna be out of time in a minute already. Damn, it's crazy just from listening to those damn things. Alright, let's go. Listen to that. Listen to these. Where am I? Here's more. There's more. After this data thing, I think we're gonna have to end this video because it's at 56 after already.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally.
Okay.
When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake, I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic, attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe anyway.
Alright, open stuff. Alright. You know what? It's 58 minutes and 26 seconds. I'm gonna end this video right here before something happens and I end up having to getting cut out because, you know, the video ends before I can record it all. So I'm gonna end this video right here. Fox Noxon Gaming, please like, share, and subscribe. I will pause it, boom, like this, and I'll see you guys at the next video. Thanks, y'all. Peace, homies.